Sit upright, keeping the eyes slightly closed without pressing the eyelids. Keeping the shoulders and the hands fully relaxed. The mind ever ready to wander, the speech ever ready to speak, and the hands ever ready to do. This is the veil or cover that covers up the inner reality. The mind is quiet. The speech is silent. There is nothing to speak. And the hands are relaxed. There is nothing to do. Look at it, and nothing to think about. Nothing to speak, nothing to speak about, or simply nothing to speak. And nothing to do. I remain. What am I? I am. That's the answer. You can say, I am what I am. Even that much is not necessary. Simply, I am. to explore the I amness, I am is the being. You see that I am same as the being. Not doing. The essence of I am is the being. Not doing. This is a discovery. I have to know all about myself. Knowing all about myself gives freedom. The matrix of I am is being. Not doing. Thinking is also doing. Therefore, thinking is not the essence of I am. I am prior to thinking. I am prior to thinking and speaking. I am prior to thinking and doing. Thinking, speaking and doing is all movement, so much movement. And hence Prakriti, lot of movement. I am prior to all this movement, I am motionless, immovable. Kutastha, I am the immovable. Ahamasmi, I am. Aham. Relax, sit, relax, wait. And slowly open the eyes. Om Shri Guru Hari Om Shri Om Purnamadah Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti. A little more, just a little more, a little bit. Yaduktam Brahmava Idamagra Asit Tadatmanamevaved Aham Brahmasmiti Tasmat Tatsarvabhavat Ityeshaha Asya mantrasya arthaha. So to begin with, Brahmava Idamagra Asit. Like you begin the day. You begin the day means what? You begin thinking, speaking and doing. Before that, what was there? That is Brahma. Once you start thinking, you become a jiva, become a person, an unhappy person. and blabber a lot of things and do all mischief. The negative function there. But prior to all this mischief, what were you? You were Brahman. So to begin with, there was Brahman. This is the microcosm, Adhyatma. Look at the Adhibhuta, all this Brahmanda. To begin with, it was the creator, Brahma. And that creator, as I told you yesterday, he was unhappy and insecure. When, after starting thinking, after thinking, speaking and doing happens, the creator was unhappy and insecure. Just like you and me. To begin with, we are what we are. But the moment we start thinking, we are unhappy. The moment we start thinking, you don't have to wait. You don't have to, the planets have to come together and do some mischief to you, not necessarily. If you start thinking, you will not be happy. So planets are doing their jobs, they are doing their jobs. And so, therefore, thinking means the thought process begins, the entire superimposition is in place. And therefore unhappy. So, unhappy and insecure. The moment you think, you already moved away from you. You have the thinking process, it becomes a cover on the reality of the self, and therefore you are unhappy and insecure. Then you become wiser, and you know yourself. Tad-atmanam-eva-ved, that Brahman, it knew itself. Brahman knows itself. Jiva doesn't know Brahman. Jiva is kalpita, imagined to Brahman only. Brahman, taken as Jiva, knows itself as Brahman. Tad-atmanam-eva-ved. See here, it is not knowing something. Yeah. Jnanam is knowing. Jnanam is knowing. Upanishad is jnanam. Jnanam is knowing. And people are waiting to know something. It is not about knowing something. It is about knowing oneself. You know oneself. I always say this. You know all about yourself. You should. You cannot live in that kind of ignorance, not knowing about yourself. You know all about yourself. You don't tell me stories. You know, a society aisa hai. This country is like that, that country is like that. Don't tell these stories. Don't tell me history, geography, all those things you don't tell me. It is Vedanta. Tamasha nahi hai. So you know all about yourself. So that must be the goal. I have to know all about myself. Once you start that, you are a liberated soul. So the Brahma has known itself. Then it understood, I am all. Tasmat tat sarvam abhavat. I am all is the meaning of Purnam. Purnam includes everything. So this is the mantra. And this mantra is indeed an elaboration of the Purnamadah mantra. They are closely connected with each other. You see, when you look at yourself, and the mind created, manufactured an artificial Mr. or Mistresshood, whatever. I am just doing Mr. And that Mr. is artificial, it is mind-made, and once you put yourself into the Mr. there is the other, different from you, divided from you. You drop that Mr. remove all the Mr. and see what happens. You do not experience the other. When you are the pure I am, you do not experience the other. You see, the other is only because you experience the other. If you do not experience the other doesn't exist. A se ist That's city. You have to experience the other. Then only the other is. And you experience the other only when you have that Mr.hood superimposed upon you. Once you remove that Mr.hood, you do not experience the other. There is only one. What happened to the other? All the other is myself. I am all. That is the Purnam. So tasya brahma ityasya, not tasya, sorry, tatra brahma ityasya arthaha Purnamadah iti. So tatra means in that mantra, there the Brahma, the word Brahma is there. Brahmava idamagra asit. To begin with, only Brahma was there. What is the meaning of that word Brahma? Purnam. What you call Purnam. Here in this mantra, it is Brahma there. To begin with, Purnam was there. Purnamadaha. Purnamida. There is Brahma. The Purnam is the Brahma. There. That is the connection between the two mantras. Idam Purnamiti Brahmava idamagra asit Yasyarthaha. There it is said, Brahmava idam agre asit. Idam, this jagat, agre to begin with. Why indeed? Why is why? Indeed, Brahma asit was Brahman. That sentence, this jagat, to begin with, or in the beginning, indeed was Brahman. That sentence is same as Purnamidam. Idam, this jagat is Purnam, Brahman. The same thing. This jagat is Purnam, is same as this jagat, to begin with, indeed was Brahman. It is the same. That is the correspondence between the two mantras. Tatha Shrutyantaram. So this is already said here in Brhadaranyakopanishad. The same thing is said in another Upanishad also. That is the Kathopanishad. Yadeveha tadamutra yadamutra tadanviha. So, iha yat eva tadamutra. Iha is this jagat. Amutra is the Brahma. Adaha and Amutra, the same Shabda it is. Adas is the Shabda. Sakaranta Shabda it is. Adas, Sakaranta, Sarvanama Shabda, Napumsaka Shabda. Prathama Ekavachanam is Adaha. Saptame Ekavachanam is Amutra. Tra is Saptame Pratyayam it is. So Amushmin, but Tra when comes, the Shmin will go Amutra. So what is here is the same in the Brahman. Only Saptami Vidyat. Instead of saying this is that is one way of saying. I will slightly change it. What all is in this is also present in that. So I have added in. Instead of saying this, I said in this. Instead of saying that, in that. So instead of saying this is same as that, what we say is all in this is same as all in that. Okay? So then all in that is same as all in this. Yadamutra tadanviha. So that was Brahman. This is Brahman. This is Brahman. That is Brahman. You cannot divide Brahman separate from Jagat, Brahman separate from Jiva. You cannot divide. It is the same Brahman. Okay? Same gold. You see, the gold merchant, the jeweler, purchased 5 kgs of gold. And with the help of these artisans, these craftsmen, he got it converted into 100 ornaments. and put all these 100 ornaments in a showcase. You can say, that is this is that. Okay? What was in a small packet, 5 kg, is all here in this showcase. What is all here in this showcase was the same as what was in that packet of 5 kg, like that. The same. Okay? So, this is the meaning of this mantra. Ataha adashabdavachyam purnam brahma tadeva idam purnam karyastham namarupopadhi sanyuktam avidyaya udriktam. Therefore, ataha, therefore. So, Purnam Brahma, the Brahma which is the fullness, which was pointed out by the word Adaha, Purnam. So that Brahma, which is fullness, it is same as this Brahma, which is also fullness. Okay, idam Purnam. Now, what is this Brahma? This Brahma, which is the Brahma, which is in the form of the Karya Jagat. That is the Karana Brahma, Karya Jagat. You see, to say that and this, you have to create a context. The context is that gold and this gold. What is the context? That gold is the gold which is the material of the ornaments, cars. This gold, what is the context? This gold, which is presented as a collection of nama. That is that gold and this gold. That becomes the cause and this becomes the effect. From the gold side, there is no cause, no effect. From our side, then from the gold side, it remains the same. It doesn't undergo any change. Gold undergoes change, then it has to become copper. क्या बात कर रहे हैं? Or it has to become lead. Suppose gold has become lead. Oh, gold has changed, you have said. Gold has not changed when you call it necklace. You are calling it necklace. Necklace is not in gold, it is in you. You have a neck, and you have a mouth, and you have a thigh, you have a mind. All the three conspire together and come out with this funny thing called necklace. Suppose you don't have a neck, then there is no necklace. Then you don't have a mind, then there is no necklace. And you don't have speech. Mind and speech go together. Nama Rupa. Rupa is the mind, Nama is the speech. Therefore, whatever you find in the form of Jagat, that is the Purnam Brahma only. But then this Purnam Brahma, which is the Jagat, has come out of that Karanam Brahma, which is Purnam. Udriktam. Udriktam means, you see, when a person, this word Udreka, Samudra, Why it is called, ocean is called Samudra? When the moon comes, the Samudra over, that's why it is Jwala. Yeah, as if it got favor. The ocean becomes feverish. This is the high tide. The ocean is reaching out of itself. Kind of it is jumping up.
It gets excited.
It gets excited, yeah. It goes into an excited state. That is the Samudra. That's why it is called Samudra, Udra. And here, Udachyate is same as Udrichyate. That is the Udreka. This Udreka, I will explain to you. So, this I have explained already one more time. So, this is the Guru. Okay? Now you see, I love you. You see, glow has no space in it. There is no space, you know. Space is when you see three different words, and then count the space now in terms of bytes. I is one byte, gap another byte, love 4 bytes, gap, 1 more byte, 7, U3 was 10 bytes space. 10 bytes space. Where is, how much space is here? 0. 0 space. Whereas what you see is 10 bytes space. Now this 10 bytes space, is it here? Here 10 bytes are there?
No.
There are no 10 bytes are there. You just look at the globe, will you find 10 bytes in that globe? 10 bytes are not there in that globe. There is no byte in that globe. Then where from this 10 bytes came? It came from your head. That's why space is a mental category. And when there are bytes in space, then there will be moments in time. Because you see I, a gap, I one moment, a gap, moment, love, a moment, gap, moment, you, moment. You see them in sequence. Therefore, there are bytes in space and moments in time. All of that has come from your head and superimposed upon the globe. That is the canvas of space-time, the space-time canvas, which is the mental canvas, and then superimpose the linguistics, I love you, and then a thought associated with it, speech and thought, nama and rupa. So from the pure globe, I love you emerges. So much emerges, I love you. Space, time, a speech, and a thought, so much emerges. And once that much emerges, that will be pulled in multiple directions. And so I love you will become something else, something else, something else, something else. So one day he says, I love you. And then he gets engaged. And then he lets and stops to say, I love you. And when she questions, so why don't you say I love you anymore? I have married you, why should I say I love you anymore? The purpose of saying I love you is over now. But like that you pull it in multiple directions and entire samsara comes out of it. But to begin with, that is how the mind, thought, speech, action, and you create an elaborate bondage for you. Like that creature which builds a cocoon around it with a silken thread that comes out of its own saliva. It creates a cocoon around it, gets bound inside, lives inside, and dies inside. It can break it up and jump out also, but it can die inside also. It all depends. Therefore, under this springing up, Triktam is springing up, an entire world of names and forms. Therefore, world is not the world of objects. It is not the world of objects. You see, one person is standing. A lady calls him my husband. Another lady calls him my son. The third lady calls him my brother. They call him by 3 different names and start fighting among themselves about him. Okay. Now, how many objects are there? Only one. That one object, is it father or brother or son? There is none of them. Then how come this lady is fighting about brother, that lady is fighting about husband, the third lady is fighting about son? What are all these? Son, husband, brother, what are all these? Nama, Rupa. Boli. Okay? There is an expression in Hindi for this. Some of you are Hindi people, that's why I say Hindi. I love Hindi, you know. We are Indians and we love Hindi. So, Zuban ka jama kharch. See, Hindi people, how happy. This is an accounting this speech, Nama Rupa. The Nama-rupa has no value in it. Nama-rupa is not real. So, I was trying to say one thing about Nama-rupa. You see, the mind, what you call the mind, it is made up of words and images. That is what the mind is. You just look at your mind. You say brain cells, this and that, all that is okay. I don't deny that. That is the physical aspect of the mind. But mind, what you call mind, is made up of words and images. Every word associated with an image. wife, a word, comes with an image. It comes with that image, the word wife and the corresponding image, that comes with a tremendous baggage. In India, in South India in particular, North India is a bit more liberated. South India, and in places like Tamil Nadu or whatever, and in Orthodox Brahmin families, the word wife comes with an enormous baggage. You cannot believe it, I tell you. So much baggage for the lady and also for the gent. And that they are weighed down by the baggage. They get married at the age of say 18, 20, they get weighed down by the baggage and live under that baggage for many, many, many years. And they may die under that baggage also. But in case they get weighed down, in case they come to America, the lady moves out of her life. She becomes a liberator. Leaving this guy weighed down. World is like that. Therefore, the point is, the mind, what you call the mind, you just get this right first, get this right. What you call the mind is the baggage, it's a bag of words and images. What about truth? Truth has no place in the mind. What mind contains has nothing to do with the truth. That's why you have to understand whether you are Brahma, is the mental Brahma or the actual Brahma. Mental Brahma is same as conceptual Brahma. Conceptual Brahma, you see, when you say, I love you, that is only an expression. When you really love you, there are no expressions. You have to understand the difference between expression and going beyond the expression. So, therefore, this is how avidya, due to ignorance, this world emerges from the Brahma. And what is the world? The world is nothing but a bunch of names and forms, Nama-rupa. And what is wrong with the world? Upadhi. It covers up the real. What is the upadhi? You know, upadhi means covers up the real. It's a bunch of names and forms that covers up the real. That's why you should know that what you call mind is merely Nama-rupa. You should know that. And you should correctly appreciate it. Otherwise, what happens? You take yourself to be a mere name with a form. That is how that happens. The Nama-rupa, it is upadhi. If you don't know clearly that Nama-rupa has nothing to do with the truth, therefore the upadhi appears as real, and the real is covered up. So when you take yourself to be a body with a name and a form, when you take yourself to be a Nama-rupa, what you see all around you are Nama-rupas. And therefore, you are a Nama-rupa. World is a multiple Nama-rupas. The reality is totally covered up. You see, when you remove the misterhood, all the misterhood and all other things associated with the misterhood to remove, then when you remove, then what remains is the true self. That is what remains. So, that is the infinity within. The true self is the infinity within. You cannot see it with eyes, you cannot perceive it, nor you can conceive it with the mind. That is the true self. When you remove all the misterhood along with its trappings, what remains? So that cannot be seen, that cannot be heard, that cannot be tasted, yet it is the fountainhead of all that you see, all that you hear, and all you taste, all that you taste. So it is the cause of everything, and it is there, It is you, but it is indescribable. That is the Purnam. Purnam is indescribable. See, we say name, pada. The pada, you tell me the word, does it reveal or does it limit? It limits. Its pada, it promises you, I will reveal. It doesn't reveal, it limits. That's why whatever is limited by word cannot be true. Therefore, you should not imagine that a word will release you. A word will release you from bondage. Word will not release you from bondage because word will not reveal. Word will limit. It won't reveal. Word will define. It is like, what is the job of the word? It is like prepare the shirt and now try to fit the person into the shirt. That is the word. That is the word. Now you prepare the shirt. You say Vishnu. Now you prepare the shirt. And put Brahman into that shirt. Brahman doesn't fit, but you try to fit. So like that. You want to define. People are like that. People want to define. People want to limit the reality. This is a huge conditioning, and they have to come out of that conditioning. That's why they say Purnamadah, etc., but they don't mean it. That is the problem. They just parrot. There is a thing called parroting. They just parrot. All this Sarvam Kalvinam Brahma. Everything is Ishvara. Like that they say. They are supposed to say that, therefore they say that. See, once I was going with some Veda, I do all kinds of things, I studied some Veda for a long time. And so I was moving with the Vedic scholars. So we were all going. And suddenly a gentleman invited us inside. And a newly married couple is there. And then, so Veda Shir Vachanam. Means you say a few hymns and do blessing you do. And so one person started the Ashirvacana. You know what mantra he picked up? He picked up Shraddha mantra. He is making fun. I mean, he is playing a trick, very mischievous. He knows everything, very mischievous. He started the mantra and it was Shraddha mantra. And the mantra is going ahead and everybody noticed that it is Shraddha mantra. And they were looking at each other. But the person who invited, he doesn't know anything. And the young girl and the young boy, they too don't know anything. And people who sat there, they too don't know anything. They are just looking at us, some spiritual, some hymns are going on. But we are looking at each other. Hey, this is not the mantra. Then some elderly person, he stopped it in the middle and shifted without the knowledge of anybody. So what I am trying to say, the mind is full of words and images. And now you pull out whatever word and image you pull out, you pull it out. It fits, you are great. If it doesn't fit, you are not great. Something like that, it goes on. There is no reality in anything. Maybe that is not the right example, but somehow, therefore, the word and the image, that is the mind. You should know that. The word and image, that is what the mind is. The mind cannot reach the truth. And in fact, the mind becomes the upadhi, thereby dividing the truth into many pieces. And each piece is a nama rupa. Chalo, we have covered this area fully. Tasmadeva Paramartha Swarupad Anyadiva Pratyavabhasamanam. So that is the important thing. Shankara says, by the time you look at the reality and you look at it through the mind, which is full of images and words, and thereby you superimpose a set of words and images upon the reality when you do that. So now what happens? Your own Atma, which is Brahma, appears as the other and as many. Therefore, you end up seeing a world, even while looking at the Brahman, even while interacting with the Brahman, you end up seeing a world of many names and forms, because that is what you superimpose upon them. And you see, it is a presence. You are a presence. What you are looking at is also a presence. The presence, looking at the presence, but looking through the prism of the mind and the sense organs. Mind, prism of the mind. And now mind divides the presence. Divides into the subject on one side and the object on the other side. A dipole is created by the mind. A dipole, two poles. Each pole is a name and form. Two poles are created. And from the standpoint of this pole, that pole is the other. From the standpoint of that pole, this pole is the other. Therefore, I am different, tree is different. And the fact is, I and the tree are the same presence, including the space in between. That is also the same presence. It is the same presence, which is I, which is the tree, and which is the space in between. But because of the Nama-rupa, it doesn't look like the same presence. It looks like I the subject, tree the object, and in between something else which is called space. That is how it looks like. Therefore, because of this Nama-rupa superimposition, the Purnam Brahma appears as though different. Anyadiva pratyavabha samanam. See, it is very simple to understand. You are looking at gold all the time. You are looking at gold. You are touching gold. You are weighing gold. You are enjoying gold, whatever you call it. It is all the way gold. But you divide it into Nama-rupas. That's what it is. And a time comes when it doesn't look as gold anymore. It doesn't look at, you don't look at it as gold anymore. I mean, that is the example. No, we know it is golden necklace. Don't come back at me like that. Okay? That is not, you got the point. No, we know it is golden, sir. What are you talking? We are not so dumb and all that. You don't come back at me like that, because I am not dealing with that context. That is only an illustration. I suggest you accept this. You look at it as necklace, never as gold. That is my example, okay? That is my example. You never look at it as gold. You always look at it as necklace. Do you look at one of these relations as a human being? Do you ever look at like that? You look at wife as a human being? You look at son as a human being? Did you, last time, when did you look at your son as a human being last time? You tell me. You tell me. So now you understand the significance of my example? Instead of saying all the time son and daughter and all that, I am saying gold. Okay, that is the example. So you understand the example in the right spirit. Therefore, it is not necklace, it is not necklace. It is gold. But now it doesn't look as gold. It doesn't appear as gold. It appears as something called a necklace, as though different from gold. Anyadiva pratyavabhasama. Therefore, you are looking at Jagat. Jagat is what? You are looking at Jagat outside. What is the Jagat, you tell me? I asked a person. So, are you looking at Jagat? Yes, I am looking at Jagat. What is the Jagat, you tell me? You don't know Jagat? I don't know, you tell me. America and India. And we are Indians in America, and there are Indians in India. So he started his version of the Jagat. And all complaints of in that Jagat, all complaints about India, all complaints about America. All complaints about Indians in America, all complaints about Indians in India. All complaints and frustrations, that is his Jagat. This is your Jagat. That is how you look at the Jagat. So I told him, your Jagat is false. Do you know Ishvara? Of course we know Ishvara. Okay, good. Now, what all you said, about India, about America, about Indians in India, about Indians in America. Are they not the same Ishvara? All of them is not the same Ishvara. And now how can that be? No, you are supposed to be a student of Vedanta. You say you studied Vedanta and all that. But then what about these Indo-American and hyphenated identities? Now the person is caught. You can clearly see the person is caught. Caught in what? Real issues? There are no real issues. There is only imagined Nama Rupa. There are no real issues. The issues are real when Jagat is real. Jagat itself is not real. Then he asked me, what is your Jagat, you tell me? Okay, my Jagat you have debunked it. You tell me your Jagat. After Mahavidwan lagte ho. You tell me your Jagat. I tell you, my Jagat is Panchabhutas, Prithvi, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha, and all kinds of life forms. The same Brahman appears as the Panchabhutas and also the life in every life form. That is my Brahman. Now you have any problem with that? Now what happens to all your issues with my Brahman? All your issues will fall down. They will dissolve. That is my Brahman. Purnamadah, Purnamadah. That is the meaning, okay? Now, if you look at that mantra, tad atmanameva avet. See, now you tell me, Jiva realizes his Swarupa and becomes Brahman, or Brahma realizes its Swarupa and becomes Brahman. Okay? If Jiva is other than Brahman, by realizing itself it remains other than Brahman only. How can it become Brahman? Therefore, Jiva, by ignorance appearing as other than Brahman, namely Brahman only, by ignorance taken as Jiva, but Brahman only, realized itself and became Brahman. That is how. Tad atmanam eva. See, you have to know yourself. I am saying you have to know all about yourself. Okay? Now, you know yourself. The real you knows the real yourself, or the unreal you knows unreal yourself, real yourself. The real you knows the real yourself. Why should the real you know real yourself? Because the real you was confused. That's why the real you should get rid of its confusion and know the real yourself. Yes. Now the real you, how can it be confused? The Brahma, you know, yes, how can it be confused? Brahma cannot be confused. Brahma can be confused. How can you say you are confused? When there is evidence that you are confused, as you are Brahman, what is your problem? So Brahman can be confused because you are very much confused. So, no, is the confusion is real or unreal? That is the question, you know. That is the question. Is the confusion real or unreal? Confusion is unreal. Why? How can you say confusion is unreal?
Because if it is real, they can't know it.
That is because if the confusion is real, how can it go away? It cannot go away. But it is going away. Therefore, it is unreal. Therefore, the real you, confused because of unreal confusion, gets rid of the unreal confusion and realizes that he is the Brahman, he or she is the Brahman. So very tricky it is, very tricky. You have to cautiously handle that. That he is explaining. Tadyat atmanameva param purnam brahma viditva. So that Atma, that Brahma, which was confused because it was insecure and afraid, insecure and unhappy, that was the Brahma, unhappy and insecure. In all the Purana stories, you must have heard Brahmadeva was a very unhappy guy. Brahmadeva. Now next what? He is unhappy. That is how it is. Or you take any story. Brahmadeva. So Vishnu created Brahmadeva. And Brahmadeva is happy. There is no story anymore. There is no story anymore. Vishnu created Brahmadeva. He was unhappy. Then you have a story. You see, in India, all Puranic stories begin in only one way. Most of them. Not all, most of them. Like how there was a village called Bhavanipuram, some spiritual names, okay? And in that village there was a Brahmana, it was always Brahmana. Though other caste exists, and always male, female doesn't exist. Female doesn't exist. Really. So putra pautra abhivrudhirastu, there is female in that. No female doesn't exist, any other caste doesn't exist. So Soma Sharma, a Brahmana, was there in a village, and he is married to a very wonderful young lady, and they don't have children. Every story. Every story. That's why today India is 1.3. Bursting at the seams. Every story. And then they worship this Devata. The Devata blessed them with the children. That is how the story. Every single story goes like that. Magha Purana is the same, Kartik Purana is the same, Vaishakha Purana is also must be the same. Every single story begins like that. Look at the story. Therefore, anyway, it is just in a lighter way. The point is, so he understood the Brahman realized itself. Viditva. He realized itself. Atmanameva. Brahman realized itself as I am Brahman. Very simple. You can do it now and here. You know what is the meaning of I am Brahman? I am spaceless. I am spaceless. You know all about yourself. I ask you, you are in New York, you are in Delhi, you are in Varanasi, you are in Pheonix. Are you different or are you the same? Same. You are spaceless. That is how we call it, spaceless. In chemistry, we do an experiment at 50 degrees and we do the same experiment at 100 degrees and get the same result. And then we conclude temperature is not a parameter in this reaction. Like that we conclude. Right? That is the common sense thing. Similarly, in Delhi, the I am, same or different. Same. New York, I am. You take a flight in New York. Before flight, you look at yourself, I am. You sleep. You get down in Delhi. And immediately after getting down in Delhi, you look at yourself, I am. You get a difference between this I am and that I am. So I am is spaceless. Morning the same I am. Evening the same I am. Okay? Ekadashi the same I am. Bhasyam, Prathama the same I am. No difference. I am is timeless. I am is spaceless. There is time only when you think of time. Therefore you are timeless. You are spaceless. And when you abide as the pure I am, by divesting yourself of all this misterhood, prior to mind, when you abide as the pure I am, you do not experience any division also, any separation, any division you do not experience. Therefore, you are spaceless, you are timeless, you are divisionless. You have to know all about yourself. You are that. And you are fullness. What is fullness? When you abide as pure I am, not as I am this or I am that. Means what? I am this means I am Father. You have a variety of desires and fears also. I am Father. The moment you say I am Father, you are worried whether your ward will do in the exams properly or not. Okay? To get into that worry, you should tell yourself that I am Father. But you do all this so quickly, so instantly, you don't know the difference. But first you say, I am the Father. Then become worried about the children. And then become worried about the planets. What is the connection between children and planets? Yeah? What is the connection? I want to know. So, in fact, what you call planets are not planets also. Moon is not a planet, sun is not a planet. You should know better. You should think about all these things. So, therefore, that is a digression. Leave it there. You are worried about your children. Why you are worried about children? Because I am the Father. You are not the Father. You are what you are. I am what I am. So, just stay as I am what I am and see whether you have any worries. No worries. Whether you have any desires. No desires. You are Brahma. That is the Purnam Brahma. Brahma Mante, what you think of Brahma, it will come and dance before you or you won't embrace it or what? That is not Brahma. This is Brahma. You know it. Who stops you from knowing it? You know all about yourself. So, Atmanameva viditva. It knew itself. And it knew itself as Param Brahma, Purnam Brahma. Having known itself, then what happened? Ahamada Purnam Brahma Asmi Evam Viditva. Viditva, go back. Okay. That is the style of Shankara. You have to go back. So, I am this Purnam Brahman. You know it? Who stops you? You know it. In fact, there is a meditation, and I was paying attention to that. So, in this meditation, what you do is just I will demonstrate. There is nothing to demonstrate also. Just explain it, and you have to do it yourself. I cannot be the proof of anything. You have to be the proof. You are the proof. People want proof. No pramana. Pramana is proof upon. Pramana is proof. Who is the proof that you are the pure being? What is the proof? You are the proof. You are fearless. Who has to prove it? The Guru has to prove it. The Guru proves it. It is not a proof at all. The Shastra proves it. Shastra is proving it for the last 5,000 years. What happened? You have to prove it yourself. You are the proof of everything. That's why Atma is called Aprameya. It doesn't require any proofs. Because nothing can prove Atma except yourself. Therefore, the proof is not outside of you. The proof is in you. The proof is you. So, that's why demonstration. Just you prove it yourself to yourself. So sit upright, you close the eyes, allow the mind to become quiet. You see, when you are worried, when you are irritated, these things won't work. Suppose you just you quarrel with someone, with your neighbor, and come inside and sit upright, it doesn't work like that. You talk on a cell phone for 5 minutes, some discussion, and put the cell phone aside and waiting for the next call. In between Aham Brahmasmi. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You should have a modicum of quietude, a semblance of quietude you should already have. When you are quiet, you sit upright, close the eyes, sit relaxed and quiet, and you tell yourself, I am Brahman. Soham. That is the Soham meditation. Soham. I am all existence. I am all. All I am. Tell yourself. You tell yourself, you feel yourself that you are all. You can, and you do. Because what happens is, all appears separate because of this Namarupa Upadhi, because of this Upadhi of name and form. This is myself, that is the Upadhi. Because of this upadhi, all appears separate. When you allow this misterhood, this upadhi aside, put it aside, even for a short time, in that short time, you experience yourself as all existence. All existence. So that's why when you are looking at the sun, here I am, sun is there. That is not the worship. The upasana is what is in the sun is here, and what is here is in the sun. There seems to be, what is the distance between myself and the sun? What is the distance between myself and the sun? Zero. That is called upasana. Upa close. The distance between myself and the sun is zero. Suppose you go to temple, and in the temples they try to isolate the shrine. This is some kind of isolationism. They say the shrine, nobody can enter. Why not? Why not? You go to Varanasi, Vishweshwara temple. Once I went to Varanasi, took some Ganga, took bath and took water in a vessel. And I was seeing the Shiva there. I wanted this water to be poured on Shiva. Mantra is in my mouth anyway. Somebody has to pour it. I asked the pujari, please pour it. Tum karo? He said. He was annoyed with me. Tum karo? You do it yourself. I was stunned. I can do myself. Yeah, karo. Then I realized, because South Indian mentality, you know. South India, you don't do anything. You stand apart. And somebody comes and takes from your hands, if he is kind, and offers them. This is South India. He told, you do it, why should I do for you? You do it. Then I noticed that everybody is doing for himself. This is a revelation to me. Then I went and did Abhishekam. There was some mantra, Somaya, etc. I did it to the heart's content, there was not big rush. And after that I came out. Nobody asked me even to get out. If that could be the Vishweshwara, why not all other temples like that? This is something which bugs me. Therefore, I say, why you put a barrier there? Who are you to put the barrier? No, the devotees misbehave. The devotees misbehave anyway. They are mischievous, they throw letters, they do this, they do it anyway. You have to put a person there to take care of those things. Are you not controlling the few and all that? So you allow the devotee go there. And so there should be no reason to stop people like that. Once I went to many cathedrals, they don't stop anybody. They don't stop anybody. Except going into the pulpit. I spoke from the pulpit also in one church. He took me to the pulpit and asked me to go there. There is only place for one person there. Otherwise he would also have come. So why not? Why not? You see, if that Vigraham you cannot do anything, okay, at least we can go and offer flowers, that can be done. And there can always be a person watching it. Nothing wrong with it. Why this is segregation? Hinduism should grow out of it, I suppose. And not Hinduism. Hinduism is already out of it. Only the temple people, the selected temple people have to grow out of it. And remove all segregation. Anyway, all is Brahma, you know. Therefore, you appreciate your divinity within. I am the divine. Be divine. Who stopped you from being divine? You just examine, you know all about yourself. You examine yourself. While giving, you look at, while giving something to someone, how is your heart? It is expansive. While giving, you can feel it. While pulling to yourself, while grabbing, oh, I have to take my share, otherwise I won't get it. While grabbing, you are very constricted. Oh, why do you grab? Don't grab at all. Only give. You are Brahman already. Nobody can stop you from experiencing your Brahmanhood except yourself. So, having known, it came on with it. Purnamadaya. You have to accept the fullness in you. You have to accept the fullness of Brahman in you and in all. That is the adaya. How to accept the fullness? There is only one way to accept the fullness. Negating the division. That is the only one way. You see, Purnamadaya means you are not going to be rounded up like that. That is not the idea. Whatever divisive thinking you end up tiring, you dismiss it. That is the meaning of Purnamadaya. Tiraskritya apurnasvarupatam avidyakritam namarupopadhi samparkajam etaya brahmavidyaya. So you take up this brahmavidya into your hand. Take up this brahmavidya. You see, in the Old Testament, you hear of the staff of Moses. Moses has a staff in his hand. And then he leads the entire nation holding this staff in his hand. That staff, it imparts a special power to Moses. Do you know the story? Then an ocean comes in his way. And then the staff he shows, the ocean separates parts and gives to the Brahmavidya, the staff of Moses. Yeah, that is whatever. The staff of Moses, I tell you. So take it up into your hand. Etaya Brahmavidya. You dismiss this ocean. That is the meaning of the Old Testament. That is the symbolism. Remove this, using this Brahmavidya as the staff, etaya, with Tritiya, with this, you dismiss, tiraskritya. What? Apurnasvarupata. You dismiss your pettiness, your divisiveness, your isolation syndrome. You dismiss it.
Your ignorance. Your ignorance.
Ignorance is coming later. Avidya karta. That pettiness, which is the direct outcome of the ignorance. Because you are ignorant of yourself, you have become very petty-minded. One should not be petty-minded. One should be very broad-minded, big heart. One should have. One should not be petty-minded. So sometimes it becomes difficult to speak harsh words to the other person. Because to speak harsh with the other person, you must have a kind of pettiness in you and a sense of division in you. Then only you can speak harsh words about the other person. Even if when the other person is harsh, I cannot speak harsh. Suppose I cannot speak harshly because I do not see the other person as the other. I do not enclose myself. First I have to enclose myself and then speak harsh. Suppose I am unable to enclose myself, I don't speak harsh. I speak lovingly only. Even to the one who is about to kill, like Angulimala, about to kill Buddha. Because Buddha is the other. Buddha is what to kill him. That is his thinking. And so he draws the sword and about to strike. But Buddha doesn't look at him with fear, with hate, or with any such emotion. He looks at him with love. And so there is love pouring out of his looks. And Angulimala was stunned. Because he was accustomed to the look of fear. What is fear? Fear is because of isolation. So, dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. When you isolate yourself, you are afraid. When you are completely open, you are not afraid. Therefore, this sense of isolation, apurnasvarupata, avidyakarta. This isolation, you understand the essence of isolation correctly. How come you isolate yourself? How do you do that? Once you understand the dynamics of isolation, then you can demolish it. The dynamics of isolation. how nama rupa upadhi samparkaja. That is where from this isolationism or the sense of division has come. That is there. The root is there. What is that? Identification, samparka, with the upadhi. So body is the upadhi, you identify with it. And from that comes the sense of division. But then, body, you have to take care of it, you know. Body is a thing, and it is real, and you have to take care of it. You got it wrong. You are in trouble, I tell you. Body is not a thing. Brahman is the thing. Body is not a thing. Body is a mirage. Mirage, is it a thing? It is not a thing. You see, an appearance. Similarly, body is an appearance created out of sensations of touch in the mind. That is what body is. Therefore, body is an idea. But then if it is an idea, why do you give a name and impute a form to it? That is the ajnana, nama rupa upadhi. See, Vedantins cannot look at the body exactly like the worldly people. It is not possible. After all this Vedanta, you look at the body exactly like any worldly person. Then the Vedanta, you have missed the very first step. First. So body is Namarupa, it is a name and form. You have to perseveringly follow that vision. Body is Namarupa. Clean it, or bathe it, clothe it, feed it, and leave it alone. That's it. So it's Namarupa. So you should not convert the body into an idol and start worshipping it. So that is how in modern civilization, body is the God and catering to the comforts of body is the religion.
Yeah.
That is not how you have to do it. No, body has to remain in good health, you know. Body has to remain in good health. Your obsession with the body is the primary cause of the bad health. That is the primary cause. If only you know how to leave the body alone. Don't pamper it. Don't ignore it. Don't neglect it. Don't pamper it. You know, Immanuel Kant said, be your own doctor, be your own priest, and be your own lawyer. You have a confrontation, you understand it fully, you get the right thinking, and you resolve the confrontation. Don't go to a lawyer. Suppose a couple have some tiff going between them, and you go to a lawyer, what will happen? You know what will happen? Whatever little chance of coming together is there, that is completely gone. Don't go to a lawyer. Okay? So be your own lawyer, be your own doctor, and be this much. You can go to the doctor later, but this much. Be your own doctor, and be your own priest. You want to worship God? Go and worship. No, why do you want priest? Why do you want priest? You be your own priest, you worship. You ask somebody, what is God? The rising sun is God. I want to worship. Worship. Offer water as an oblation. Is there a mantra? Okay, take the mantra. And you worship. No, I will stand there like an ignoramus, and you tell me the mantras, all you tell, and you tell me what to do. What is this? That is worship, in which you do not participate in anything. You are like that lifeless figure. No participation. You don't know what is he saying. He too doesn't know what is eating. That doesn't change anything. Be your own priest. No, priest also should be, you give him money. Give him money. I'm not asking you not to give money to you. Give him money. But you be your own priest. And be your own lawyer, be your own doctor. This is the doctor. Be generously indifferent towards the body. That is the doctor. You take the body to the doctor by all means, but still you are your own doctor. You be indifferent towards the body generously, not cruelly indifferent. I'm not saying that. You be careless about the body. That is not what I'm saying.
But don't go to the lawyer.
You never go to the lawyer. You are right. And therefore, so this is not a rupa. Don't identify with it. Don't say this body. Don't say me. This body. I mean, what you say is not important in a given context. If you have to say something, you say. But how you feel, that makes all the difference. This body. So, and then what happens, Purnameva kevalam avashishyate. Once you understand the Purnatvam by dismissing all the divisions, by dismissing all the Namarupa, Upadhi, Samparka, means identification with Namarupa, no identification. No caste, creed, race, religion, no identification. Sarvatma Bhava. So, are you an Indian? Yes, I am an Indian in a given context, but not essentially. In the context, I am an Indian. Otherwise, I am what I am. You need not say I am not an Indian. Or you may dismiss it also, nothing wrong. I am what I am. In a given context, nationality Indian. In India, recently, on application form, a lady, she refused to fill the caste column.
Wow.
She said, I will not fill it. And then the officer of the clerk, he said, I cannot take your application. It is incomplete. All the forms, all the things you have to be filled in computer, you see, you have to fill everything. The lady said, I will not fill this. She went up to the top man in the department. And then the matter went to higher echelons of administration. And then it came back. Accept her application. Her application is accepted. It is reported in the newspapers and the TV channels as it is the first casteless application in the modern India after independence. It is reported. First casteless application. She is not a Vedanta. She is inspired by some kind of a reformist thinking. And she could be like that. We Vedantins, why can't we be? So, you have to come out of Namarupa Upadhi in every possible way. In doing so, you discover your fullness. That is how Purnam Bhavati. That is how Purnam remains. Then one small sentence is there. And then comes some Purvapaksha and all that, the usual Purvapaksha. So, we will continue this tomorrow. In the meanwhile, I will try to answer a few questions. My opinion or suggestion has no value to others. Therefore, no need to speak unless needed. Is it the first step to start speaking less? Yeah, you put it well. You want me to improve upon it? I can try. You can follow this principle. And you may have to remind yourself a few times, because we are accustomed to meaningless chatter. And therefore, you have to remind yourself. A Mahatma told me, you speak when, by speaking, something good happens to you. Fair enough. By speaking, you get something. You need something and you get something by speaking. You speak. By speaking, something good happens to the other person. By all means you speak. Other than these two occasions, don't speak. You try that. Because speech must be purposeful, you know. When you speak, some good happens. You give a proper information to the other person, or make the other person happy. He is asking a question, and so by speaking, the other person becomes happy. Or by speaking, some good will come to you. You have to take care of yourself, therefore you have to speak. Suppose you meet a doctor, a physician, and you are very shy and keep mouth shut, you lose an opportunity. You have an issue with your physical condition, and here is a physician. You can open your mouth and say one or two things, and then that kind of speaking, it ends up with a good advice, and that advice helps you to live a better life. Therefore you speak, then there is an advantage for you. You speak, then that speech gives or confers some advantage or some benefit to the other person, even a minute benefit. Except these two occasions, you don't speak. If you apply this to cell phone, start with cell phone. You apply this to cell phone, you are dialing. You apply this to the other dialing. You do that, you are very clever, I know. When the call comes, you see who is calling. And you filter it out. Yeah. Right? You don't do it to yourself, that is the problem. So when you are about to call, you think, should I call? You think. Not necessary, don't call. By calling, the other day I felt like calling a person in India. Then I gave a thought, this is a transatlantic call, must be costly also, I don't know.
No, that's not.
But should I call him? Is it necessary to call the other person? What is it that I want to say? By not saying this, does anything changes? By saying it, something changes. I am not convinced. Therefore I dropped the idea of the call. Cost or no cost. Cost is also one item we think in mind. So, therefore, this way you will remain quiet. You will discover, you will find a kind of a settlement within you. You will be a settled person. People are not settled persons. They are very agitated and unsettled persons. By speaking less, thereby mind also becomes more quiet. When you speak less, mind becomes much more quiet. And then gradually, a kind of a settlement happens in you, and you feel settled. People are always unsettled. Oh, this is not happening properly, that is not happening properly. Like that, they are very unsettled. All because of excessive thinking and excessive speaking. You speak less, thereby think less. And the quality of thinking improves, the quality of speech improves, the quality of life improves. Absolute awareness is the reality. Yeah. This absolute awareness reflects in the mind stuff, and Chidabhasa is created. Yes. The reflected awareness is the Chidabhasa, waking consciousness. Yes, I agree with that. Is this reflected awareness, Chidabhasa, a material entity? No, it is, you see, the light reflecting in the mirror. Is it light or is it a material entity? It is not a material entity. Mirror is the material entity. Light is light only. And inside, the light inside is not like the light outside. It is the light of knowledge, light of knowingness, by which you know this also. That. Therefore, Chidabhasa continues to be the knowingness in a very limited way, limited sense. And the Chidabhasa is unreal. So, should it not be a material entity? No. Chidabhasa, you see, Chidabhasa is a knot. They call it knot, K-N-O-T, knot. Chid Jada Granthi. Okay? It is something like the sunlight reflecting in the mirror is a knot between luminous and opaque. Whereas is the opaque, sunlight is luminous, they come together. That is how you get the light reflected by the mirror. Okay? They come together. If sunlight remains sunlight, there is no reflected light. But the light reflects in an opaque object. So similarly, The mind is jada, and awareness is chetana. Therefore, chetana reflects in the mind, giving rise to chidabhasa. Therefore, chidabhasa is called chit jada granthi, the knot between the awareness and the sentient mind. What is the difference between a Vedantin and an atheist? You see, an atheist says there was no earlier birth, there will be no later birth, but this birth is real. A Vedantin says the earlier birth is unreal, the later birth is unreal, this birth is also unreal. That is Vedantin one. Then an atheist says there is no God, there is no God, only myself is there. Myself is there, but God is not there. Vedantin says yourself is the God. That is what Vedantin. So two differences, two critical differences I have told. You can think of other differences. The atheist says heaven is unreal, the world is real. Vedantin says heaven is unreal, this world is also unreal. These are all differences. A person asked me, are you a theist or an atheist? I said, I am neither. Then who are you? I am a Vedantin. Vedantin is not a theist. Vedantin is not astika. Vedantin is not nastika also. We should not try to put a Vedantin into one of the two categories. All our half-baked Vedantins, half-baked, these Vedantins, they think that they are astikas. They are wrong. As long as they think they are astikas, they did not understand the transcendental. That which transcends all the divisions is the real. So you put yourself into astika to fight against nastika.
Duality is already created.
We have created duality already. So when Dawkins, his name is Dawkins. Yeah, when he speaks, I listen to him very cautious, carefully, and with respect. I listen to anybody like that. But certainly with Dawkins, when he speaks, I listen to him very carefully. Because he points out many loopholes in the theists. And I am worth noticing. Then are you in the party of Dawkins? Are you an atheist? I am not an atheist. Then who are you? I am a Vedantin. No, Vedantin is not in this level. He is you have to be proud. You should be proud that way. You should be proud of being a Vedantin.
Transcendentalists, they call them.
All the time transcendental, go beyond. Can we have a longer question answer session? Depends upon the throat. So, seasonal, sometimes, you see, the question is like that. I am saying that I used to drink tea. I stopped drinking tea because the tea was exciting the throat. And now I am left with coffee. And a good coffee is always welcome, but it is not so good for the throat. Therefore, carefully calibrate the coffee that I drink. Carefully calibrate.
Starbucks.
Starbucks, small size cappuccino is all right. But small size Americano is not all right. The milk should go with it. So even latte is all right, small size, but too much milk is not good for the tummy. It's okay for the throat. His body is carefully calibrate to do that. Therefore, because that is the only thing I do, nothing else I am able to do, and therefore I try to do that as well as it is possible. And all this is also there is a higher power, shrotrasya shrotram, vachyaha vacham. So this is how it goes. So question, and generally I stop at 1 hour 5 minutes or so in Hyderabad also. Then the physician told me, and the doctor also told me, and the specialist, don't speak beyond 1 hour. 1.5 and 1. I take an intermediate position. 150, 1 hour 15, 1 hour 20, like that. When sages realized Brahman as Nirguna and Nirakara, why they described and wrote Sahasranamas for Vishnu Shiva, they did not write Sahasranamas for Vishnu and Shiva. The later people wrote. There is only one Sahasranama, that is Vishnu. Vishnu Sahasranama is the Vedantic Sahasranama, it is. It is not Puranic. You see that, okay? All other Sahasranamas, they came later. I used to use a word like parody, parody. So all other Sahasranamas are parodies. Vishnu Sahasranama is Deva. And if you want to know the meaning, Puja Swamiji's book is the book to be recommended. Therefore, you have that book, you chant it, and you know the meaning. That is enough. Then Chalisa bole to Hanuman Chalisa. Not Shiva Chalisa, Vishnu Chalisa, Mitra Chalisa, Baba Chalisa. There is no ambiguity. Chalisa bole to Hanuman. Hanuman is not physical. Hanuman is Jnana. Deya Hanuman. So understand correctly, Hanuman is Jnana, physical is secondary. So like that, sages wrote all these things? No, sages did not write. You tell me a thing, I will tell you whether a sage wrote it or somebody else wrote it. You can test with me, you can kind of check with me. Vishnu Sahasranama, you chant it. You don't need any other Sahasranama. Okay? Like that. We'll come back. Om